Okay guys, so in the first part of this build order, after we did a lot of scouts, like 6 scouts, but we could have made even more, we made also 14 farms and we had the question, what can we do after we do the scouts? Now I'm going to show you how to go scouts and archers. Let's go. Now that I finished making the 14 farms, I'm gonna send my villagers to the gold. I will start getting gold and I will send a lot of villagers to the gold. Making a mining camp, and my builder can start making an archery range for me. By now your berries are about to go off, so if you want you can relocate at least 3 villagers from the berries to the gold. Right now I'm gonna have 5 villagers on the gold and I'm starting to make an archery range here. The idea guys is to have 2 archery range so you can mass archers faster. Okay, 6 villagers on the gold. After I make the first archery range, I'm gonna build a second one. And guys, sometimes when you are making scouts and archers, you might want to make more scouts and you might want to go for a full feudal rush. I'm gonna make 2 more scouts. I will show you how to play with 8 scouts. With 8 scouts you have a big mass of army that can be used for many things on the game. The farms that I did on Feudal Age are about to go off. I just remade one of them. I'm going to remake the second one. So guys, I still with that amount of villagers that I had before, and I have now 8 villagers on the gold. I will leave 10 villagers on the gold because I will want to have much gold now to make archers and also to start messing for other upgrades. After you do the archers, the first thing that you should do is a blacksmith. So, because with the blacksmith you are going to be able to make the fletching and the upgrades for the scouts also. So, I even lost a scout here, no problem, I can do one more. Start making the blacksmith. And I can send the archers here to support the scouts. Guys, in this build order, the archers are not your main army. They are a support because when you start making a lot of scouts, your enemy will probably try to defend himself with spearmen. So the idea here is to have archers to kill those spearmen. You see, we have 8 scouts. I'm sending more archers right now, making the wheelbarrow. I can now make the fletching. If you want to attack, you do not need only the fletching, but you might also need few help from the scouts. So I'm making the bloodlines to increase their hit points. And now that I finished the wheelbarrow, I will just keep making villagers, maybe 4 more, to send those villagers to the farms. I will make more farms. I'm keeping making the archers. Right now I have 7 archers to support my arm of scouts. Those archers with fletching are also good if you need to fight your enemy and he's doing scouts as well, because they are going to kill most of the hit points of your enemy. There's a skirmisher that tried to go here. We are going to get him with the scouts. My builder is still making a few houses for me. I'm still making archers. Still making farms as well, and you can keep making this army. You can keep making scouts if you want to go for a full feudal aggression. You can keep making the archers, but here in this game I want to go castle. I don't want to be stuck forever in the feudal age, so I will try to stop making the scouts to focus on the archers and the upgrades. I kept making farms and now I'm about to go up, guys. I have a big pack of archers here, also 8 scouts, 9 because I even lost one, so that's a big number, and I'm going up. Now that I'm going up and I have all this big army, I have to take a decision. What army I want to keep doing? Archers or I want to go for knights? Let's say that you want to go now for archers and boom. Well, the first thing that you have to do is to analyze how much farms you have. In this case, I have, for example, 18 farmers. Man, you do not need more than 12 farmers, maybe even less, to make all the upgrades that you need. So I will relocate at least 6 of those guys to the wood. Okay? Those guys that are going to be relocated from the farms to the woods are going to be able to let you do the ballistics, to make TCs. They are going to give you so much. Okay? So it's really important. This big army here is really a challenge for your enemies. It's hard for your enemies to kill this amount of scouts with bloodlines and archers here, so you can just keep making archers. If it pleases you, you can make the upgrade of the HP of the archers. Also, the gold, as soon as you reach Castle Age, I'm a bit late here. I forgot this detail. But now I'm making archers and I'm making scouts. I'm going castle. You can go castle faster if you do less scouts, or you can go later if you do more scouts. So there's a trade-off in the amount of scouts that you are gonna use and the amount of archers that you're going to have. One thing that I like about this build order is that since you have a lot of farmers, you can go for archers or you can go for knights, you can do whatever you want after. With the villagers that I sent to the wood, I'm getting a considerable amount of wood, so I'm gonna be able to do a lot, guys. Right now, I can reach Castle Age and start doing 2 more town centers, and that's what I'm going to do on this game. I will make 1 town center here on this wood, another one on this wood. Let's start making the TCs. So 1 TC here, another one here, making now the Crossbowman upgrade, making also the Bodkin arrow, making the wood upgrade, the bow saw, the most important one, right? And one thing that I would like to remind you all is that you don't need this amount of gold anymore, so you can relocate those villagers to other resources like the wood or the stone. And to keep making archers, you only need 6 of those villagers here, so sometimes I like to let more villagers because they can keep helping me to produce more army from other buildings. And now guys, to help your boom, you can just use the villagers that you sent to the wood, you can push them back, so 3 from each wood, because you have those farms left, right? And now you can just keep making archers and decide whatever you want to do. I will make a small count of how many farmers I have to see if I need to keep adding farmers. Well, I have 16 farmers, 18 farmers, so I have exactly the perfect number to keep the 3TC working. So I can just keep making farms. If I want to make the ballistics, I just need to make a university like I'm doing here and keep remaking the farms, of course, huh? So villagers to the wood, villagers to the gold, and this is a point of the game where you can just keep making archers and you have to start asking yourself what do you want from the game, because depending on what do you want to do, you have a lot of options. Sometimes you want to go for a full boom, so maybe you want to get more stone to make more TCs. Sometimes the 3TC boom is all you want because you want to go for arbalest, so all you need to do is to keep adding farms and you will be able to up to imp when you have about 30 farmers, so you just have to make 12 more farmers. And sometimes you want to go for more castle armies, so you might be able to add more archery ranges, you might be able to upgrade your knights and make knights and crossbowmen, so this is really situational, but this is the beginning. This is how you get your economy to work and keep making the crossbows. Also guys, I did a mistake here. I forgot to build houses, so never stop building houses, especially now that you have 3 buildings pumping units, 3 TCs and 2 archery ranges. And to go in with 4 arbalests, if that's what you want, you just need to relocate some villagers to the gold and try to make 30 farmers, okay? That's pretty much easy. I'm not gonna do it. Already have this big pack of crossbowmen. You can add Magunas, you can go whatever you want for now, but this is how you can change your economy in order to go for the boom and keep pumping the archers. It's different from the knight line because when you are going for knights, you are not using wood, you don't have to relocate those villagers, you need those farmers, and when you are going for crossbows, you need to relocate your farmers to the wood and then back from the wood to the farms, so you can boom. And that's it, guys. That's how you go for scout and archers and go later for the crossbows. That's the difference in the economy, right? You have to take away a few farmers and send them to the woods, and then when you want to boom, send them back to the farms. Okay? It's really important. I have seen a lot of games where some guy is just making an economy to make knights, then he tries to make crossbow, and suddenly he's only 1 TC making crossbows, and he has 1,000 food, but he doesn't know why, man.